I have the amazing privilege of celebrating Al Maysles today. And my first job in film was at Maysles. And my job was to do anything that nobody else wanted to do. And I did it with zest, all the determination I could muster. I worked on Salesman and Gimme Shelter. Salesman, of course, is for Door-to-Door Bible Salesman, one of the great films of all times. And my first assignment was to get the entire list of people from the Museum of Modern Art so that David and Albert could send out invitations to these people to see Salesman. And that is no easy feat. But I kept on it and I did it. And my second assignment was to pass out leaflets and go all over New York telling people about Salesman. Doing Gimme Shelter was quite different. I was in Madison Square Garden, and my job was to hold Al and David's equipment, the magazines and the quarter-inch tape, so I had to be near them at every moment. And my biggest responsibility was to be a human tripod. Al was on the shoulders of Stan Goldstein, and my job was to hold my hands out, to brace them, to make sure that Al got all the shots he needed. Also being at Maysles was really phenomenal because we'd have meetings every couple of weeks and everybody was included. And we got to speak our own minds and our voices were heard. And for a person like me, very young at that time, that meant the world to me, that somebody had confidence in me and that I meant something. And that was one of the biggest and most important lessons that I take with me as I continue on in my work. Watching Albert work was like seeing a great dancer, an athlete. Albert has so much compassion for the people he makes his films about. He has no judgment whatsoever about the work. He just presents these stories from his heart, and he takes them as they come. And audiences fall in love with his characters, and his characters can be funny and brazen and bizarre and talented and living on the edge and inspirational. But most of all, his characters are people who he sees life into. And you just feel it and touch it, even if they never leave their house, like Craig Gardens and the Beals, so full of life. When Albert does close-up, it almost feels like he's hugging you, he's bringing you in, he's embracing you. And that warmth and that love comes on the screen. All I can say is that Albert is a poet, and he teaches us about poetry in the films that he makes, and that makes all of us poets. And as you look around a room like this filled with so many phenomenal people, usually you can see a circle, and in that circle you see this man with this beautiful crop of white hair in the middle of the circle, and that's Albert. And around him are young filmmakers asking him questions, wanting his blessing. He is their mentor, and he never neglects any of them. He put together the Maysles Institute. He has just done a fabulous film with his daughter, Iris. He loves family. He loves people. And for me, I just feel like I'm one of the ones who is blessed, who was able to have Al Maysles as a mentor, as a friend, and is a person that I love and respect.